In this part of our series of ADO Encode, we are going to delete records from a database. We already have created an application that can read customer information. It uses a class and displays it to screen within a list box. There's a couple things that we need to add. We first need to go to our class object that we created to access the data, and we need to add a command builder. So to do so, I'm going to go to where all my variables are, and here I'm going to dim CB as OLEDB command builder. And what this does is it allows update of records for dataset. The reason why we have to do that is by default, ADO Encode does not allow you to add, edit, or delete records. It only allows you to view them. Within our set adapter subprocedure, I'm just going to put CB equals new OLEDB command builder, and that's going to be for our data adapter. I'll save. I'm going to go to our form view, and I'm going to add a delete button. Call it BTN delete, and also give it a text value. Okay, now I'm going to double click on my delete button and add some code. The first thing that I need to do is actually make sure that the user selected something. So if list customer.selectedIndex is greater than a -1, then we actually know that they did something. And if it's not, we'll throw a message box at them. Please select a customer to delete. Alright, if they did select a customer, now we should actually verify that they want to delete them. So if messagebox.show, are you sure you want to delete this customer? Expand our screen here a little bit. There we go. We're going to give it message box yes, no. And we'll do this in the form of a question. Message box icon question. If that equals VB yes, then we know we can continue. Otherwise, we'll just do absolutely nothing. So now we know that they've clicked on somebody and they do want to delete them. So dim call data as new CLS data. And what we're doing is we're declaring a new instance of our class, call data.connectionString equals mdlglobal.connection. We've already created that within our global module. We're going to pass it the SQL statement, which is select star from TBL contacts, where ID equals, and the ID is going to be stored within our array, which is also the structure. So it's going to be, what do we call this thing? Let's go to the top here. Contact. It's parallel to our list box, so list customer.selectedIndex will tell us where it's at, and long customer ID is the unique identifier. By doing that, in our class, as soon as we set the SQL command, it calls setDataAdapter that fills the data set. So at that point we know it's full. Now call data.ds, so our data set, .tables. We're going to refer to the first table, or actually the only table that we're bringing up. The first row, the only row that we're bringing up, and we're going to delete it. So .delete. We're then going to send the update command back to our database. So update using our data set. And that should do it. So I'll save it, run it, and we'll delete Andrew Smith. I can see that he's there. Delete. Am I sure I want to delete him? Yes. Alright, he didn't remove from our screen. We didn't tell him to remove from our screen yet, but we can always go into our database. Let me close that and open contacts back up. And of course, it's most beneficial if I show you the right copy of the database, and you can see that he has been removed. We just need to remove him from our screen now. So what we'll do at that point is we need to go up to our load customer information, and two things need to happen. We need to clear out the length of our array of our structure, because here we're just adding to it, and we're doing the same thing to our list box. So what we want to do is when we load this information, we also want to clear it out, but we want to do that first. So here, clear out array of contacts. So I'm just going to say redim contact sub -1. Clear out list box. List customer .items.clear. We'll try it again. We'll take we'll delete Sally this time, so delete. Are you sure you want to delete this customer? Yes. And this would have worked had I called load customer information. So we'll do that after the delete. Call load customer information. And maybe the third time's a charm. Try it again. We only have 2 customers left now. We'll delete John Doe. You can see that he's there. Delete. Yes. And he's gone. We can also verify that in our database. And all we have left is Jane Thompson. And that concludes removing records from a database.